Hello, this is Amanda with Music Game Club, and today I will show you how to play shrimp sharps. But before I do that, I will walk you through everything you get in the game download. So you see here the game board that you get. You will also get the game instructions, or you could just watch this video and I will show you everything that this says. There is a success poster that you can take pictures of and celebrate with your students when they have beat the game. You get 33 shrimp sharp cards, which are all in sharp key signatures, or C, which means you'd move nowhere. I'll get more into that later. There are 3 blank cards if you want to create your own. There are 8 game pieces, 4 shrimp and 4 flamingos. These are going against each other in a little bit. And finally, there's the activity sheet you can send home with your students so they can review writing their sharps on the lines and spaces, and also can review the major and minor key signatures up to 3 sharps. Now, let's play some shrimp sharps. First, you'll want to shuffle all of your cards, make sure that they are nice and mixed up. And then you can either play this with 2 players or up to 8 players. And the way you do it is the shrimp are all on one side and flamingos are all on the other side. And either one player has all shrimp and one player has all flamingos, or you could divide them up between multiple players. I will demonstrate the group gameplay in another video, but just know that that is an option that you can do. For now, I'm going to do one-on-one as if it's teacher versus student. So this is a sight reading game. And what's important is that they know how many notes are affected by the sharps in the key signature. So in this card, you have, it's the key of D. So you have F sharp and C sharp. So every time you see an F sharp, here's 2 right here, or a C sharp, those are what's affected. So there's 3 notes in this excerpt that are affected. So the player who draws this card moves first. Shrimp go first because this is shrimp sharps. So you can either move one piece 3 places, or you could divide the moves between multiple pieces. So this one can move 2 and this one can move 1, or 3 pieces can move 1 each. That could be an advanced gameplay. If your student is a little confused about that, you can totally play without mixing the moves between your pieces. We like mixing the plays because that adds a little bit more strategy to the play. Flamingos draw. This is the key of G. It has 1 sharp, which you can have your students say that, or you can say it with your student just to bring awareness, but they don't have to necessarily say it. So here's an F sharp, and there's 2 more right there. So that is also a 3. So this one, we're going to say this flamingo moves all 3 places. Back to the shrimp. It's the key of C. None of these notes have sharps, so that actually is a skip. Again, the key of D, we have 2, 3. And so you could do 1, 2, 3 if you wanted. The shrimp, another key of D. So you have a C sharp, F sharp, F sharp, another 3 place. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Flamingos, it's the key of G, F sharp. So you have 1, 2. And so 1, 2. Shrimp, another key of C. They don't move. Flamingos. This one has 1, 2 that are affected. I am preventing myself from moving here because then if the shrimp get 1, they could jump me. And I realize I have not talked about jumps yet. We'll get there in a second. So let's do 1, 2. Shrimp have 1, 2. Now, they cannot move on either the rocks or the seaweed. So this one needs to move sideways to go around it before they can move forward. Flamingos, another 2. 1, 2. Shrimp, 1, 2. Let's do this one. 1, 2. Flamingos, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's what I've been waiting for. We could do 1, 2, 3, and you jump the shrimp and take it off the board. There are multiple ways to do jumps. First, you can jump any direction besides diagonal. So if you were up next to one, you could jump it this way. However, the flamingo cannot jump the shrimp because that would put it in the seaweed. So these are used to the advantage of the different pieces. So that's how you do the jumps. There are multiple ways to treat the jumps. Once a piece is out, you can decide beforehand. If a piece is out, does it stay out for the entire gameplay, or can your player use a turn to rejuvenate a piece? So if the shrimp wanted to do that way, then they would not pick a card. They would just say, instead, they have to put it back on one of the starts on their side, doesn't matter where. And then they can keep going. So you keep playing the game like that until the first person gets all of their pieces to the opposite end of the board. Then they win. So that is the general idea of how to play Shrimp Sharps. Very straightforward way to play, but there's a lot of strategy that your students can involve with it. And then of course, whenever a student has won, you definitely want to take a picture with the success poster and post it on your social media. Feel free to tag us at Music Game Club on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We'd love to see and celebrate with you. Before I go, I want to mention that there is another game we have called Flamingo Flats, and we designed these to go together. So if you do not have both of these games, you will want to get them because the game boards line up right next to each other, and the game pieces also line up. So you're going to have all the shrimp start on one side, and it will have 8 pieces each. And then all of the flamingos start on the other side. Now, usually when we have flamingo flats, the flamingos go first, and shrimp sharps, the shrimp go first. So whenever you're playing them both together, you might have to find a way to figure out who goes first. If you're going to draw the cards and whoever picks a card with the most sharps or flats first, or however you want to do it, flip a coin. So you put the game boards together like that. You have both decks of cards, you're going to shuffle them together, and then you'll just draw a card, and whether it's flats or sharps, the gameplay is the same. It's how many notes are affected, whether it's sharps or flats. So that one is a flat card, and then they pick a card, it's a sharp card, they still have to determine which ones are affected. So it's a really fun way to play with even more players, or just to give your student good review, jumping between the sharps and flats. This would be a very good way to do some sight reading. I will have another whole video describing exactly how to play these two games together, but I did just want to mention it in this video because this is a super fun expansion that you can do with your students, and they're going to love it. We hope you have fun playing Shrimp Sharps, and if you haven't checked it out yet, get Flamingo Flats also. It's on our website at musicgameclub.com/shop. You can find it there and play both of these together as an expansion pack. Have fun.